Hi guys, you're welcome back to my channel. You're welcome back to Adamma Atelier. If this is your first time stopping by, hello, hi, you're most definitely welcome. Please do well to subscribe, like, and also share to your fellow fashionpreneurs, fellow fashionistas, and fellow fashion designers out there. So today we are going to be making this cute office top. This is not okay. You can wear this with a jean. You can wear it with whatever you like. This is a very beautiful top made from silk. So guys, I'm going to be showing you from start to finish on how I was able to achieve this dress, this top, sorry. So going from the top to the short to the tie to the sleeves. Okay, so guys, just stick through and keep on watching. Please make sure to like this video to push the algorithm to also push it to other interested people or interested fashion designers that would like to learn this, how to make this dress as well. Okay, so guys, please endeavor to like and comment your thoughts. Let me know how this video, if you actually recreated this dress, or tell me what you think about this the full tutorial. So guys, before without further ado, let's get straight into the video. Hi guys, so let's get straight on with the video. This is the fabric we're going to be using. These are our tape, our scissors, our threads, our chalk, and our iron. So guys, we're going to first off be identifying the length for this top. So the length for this top is 26 inches. So it's actually 25 inches plus the hem, that is 26 inches. So guys, after that we're going to be identifying our shoulder. My shoulder is 8.5 plus 1 inch swing allowance. That is I put 0.5, so that is 9 inches. So my round armhole is round armhole is 17 inches, so I did that is 8.5, so I added 0.5 for shoulder allowance, that is 9 inches. Then the front, my front bust, not my front bust, not my round bust, my front bust is 24 inches, that is 12 inches plus 2 inches ease. So I'm going to be leaving using 24 plus 1 inch swing allowance, that is 25. So that's what I indicated on the front. So after that I am going to go ahead to draw my lines. So I just drew my my armhole. So this is me drawing my armhole at the spot that I marked. Note, I already added 0.5 for my shoulder slope. I didn't take it immediately, but I'm going to cut it out later. So after that I came up by 1 inch at that edge. So at the front I'm also going to be coming, also this is not a tight fitting top, so I'm not going to be doing too much at the middle of the line. That is 5 inches. Middle of the line is 5 inches, so I came in but at the middle at by 0.75. okay, this is not up to, it looks like 1 inch, but it's 0.75 that I came in by for the armhole. Okay, so I'm going to be using my my curve ruler to just draw a perpendicular curve around that area, just like as you see me do. So guys, after that I am going to be identifying the length of my top, which is 25 inches. So I actually added 1 inch. I'm going to be using 1 inch for a little bit of that under my armhole, that is at my bust area. So the total length of this top is later going to be 23 inches, because 1 inch is to hem the dress and 1 inch is for my darts. So I am going to be coming under my arm. So after identifying the length of my top, I'm just going to be drawing a slight curvy line at the edge of the dress. After, I didn't take note of my waist because it's not a tight top. So after coming down by 1.5 inches under my armhole, I am going to be identifying my 1 inch dart. So my dart is 1 inch wide and 4 inches long. So this is just to create a little bit this is just to get a fitting around my bust area. Okay, so I am going to be doing this dart only for the front. So guys, after that I am going to be identifying the opening for my neckline. So my neckline is 3 inches wide and 2.75 or even 3 inches, guys, because this dress is not going to be having a zipper at the back, because it won't allow us have a zipper at the back, and won't allow us have, I don't want to make it like a shirt top. So I had to actually make the the front just normal, but it's still going to be okay. So you can use 3 inches so that at the end of the day it's able to enter your head. So the neckline is 3 inches wide and 3 inches deep. Okay, so that's what we are going to be using for the neckline. Then after that, I'm going to be doing a little bit of curve around my top. So I'm just coming up by 1 inch at the edge. So I am just going to be identifying that at the down part of the dress so that it has a curve at the, so it's actually like a curve on the top. Okay, and after that, guys, the next thing will be to cut the front of to cut our top, just like as you see me do. No, this is the front part of the top. Okay, so I am just going to be cutting it out, following all the lines that I have indicated. So guys, if you're still watching up to this time, please subscribe to the channel, guys. Take me to 1k. I'm almost at 1k subscribers. Take me to 1k, guys. Subscribe, and please just hit the like button. It is free. Liking this video will push this video to other fashionpreneurs, other people that want to learn how to make this as well. So please, guys, just hit the like button for me and subscribe to the channel. Comment your thoughts, okay? I'm sorry my camera wasn't recording. This is the back of the dress. So guys, let me just explain. Of my dress, which is starting at the armhole, is 16 inches divided by 2, that is 8 inches. So if for a little bit of ease I added 2 inches, then we're going to be using the remaining 1 inch for sewing allowance. So it's actually the same thing. We have 8.5 points. I took out 0.5 for my shoulder slope, then the remaining 0.5 we used to hold down to join our sleeves. So I only came down by 0.5 inches for the inner, unlike the front where I use 1 inch. So that is just the difference from the top. Now for the back of the top, my fabric wasn't enough, so I have 22 inches here. So I am going to add more fabric to this down part. It's actually my dress, so I don't need to worry. So I'm going to be adding more fabric for the down part to make up for the length of the front. So that is why this back looks shorter. Then for the neckline, I don't want to have that slant. Like this top will not allow me to have that opening at the back where I'm going to be putting the button. So hence I just came down by the same thing I came down for the front, that is 2.5 for the back, because I don't want to have like an opening to put, because the design will not allow me to do that opening to do a buttonhole, because it's actually like a shawl neck dress. So hopefully this actually enters my head, because it's actually the same thing I cut for the front, so what the same thing I've cut for the back. So the shawl is actually going to now be like a wrap up around my neck. So this fabric is very light. I don't want to do much cutting, so hopefully the neck of the dress enters my head. So let me see how it goes. So that is what I came down by 2.5 at this at the neckline for the back. So guys, I'm actually gonna head to sew both sides together, the shoulders. So as you can see, this is how it came out to be. So the front is deeper than the back. I don't actually like. I would have loved this to be a little curvy, but it's like this looks like a V, but it's still much very fine. So right now we are going to go ahead to measure our armhole so that we can be able to cut our sleeves. So let's see how many we have for the armhole. So we have around 23.5. So we're actually going to be cutting an SS so that we can be able to have our pleats at the top of the dress. Okay, so it looks like a little bit stuffy, like a little bit heavy. So you guys are going to see how that's going to come out to be. So guys, to cut our sleeves, you just fold the fabric like this. So the length of my full length is 21 inch, so I have 23 inch. So we're going to be having a margin of 0.5 and 0.5. We still have enough space to put our inches for margin. That is joining our dress to the armhole, and I'm actually going to be joining the collar for the wrist of my dress. So first off, we're just going to be folding it, something that is going to be enough, because we're going to be having pleats at the armhole of the top. So actually so that's why it's like so. So first off, for the way I cut my top, for the way I cut my sleeves, I'm going to be coming down by 5 inches. There's actually a measurement to how to get this, but it will not be, maybe probably if I want to create a special video for sleeves, but let's just get to with what I want. I'm so sorry, I didn't know my camera wasn't recording. So what I did, like I said, 5 inches, I came down by 5 inches. Then on this particular top of the arm, I just indicated 3 inches. Then the remaining part of my fabric, I divided it into two. I have 9 inches here, so I have 4.5, which I indicated here. Then so guys, sorry, before I started indicating the points, I went ahead to draw a slant line from the edge. After indicating my 5 inches down, then I do a slant line, just as you can see, from the top of the sleeve to where my 5 inches stopped. So I drew a slant line there, as you can see, before I started indicating my points. Okay, marked it down to this place. Then 3 inches, then I came up at this particular place by 0.75. Then at this particular 4.5, I came down by 0.5, and I just drew a curve from this place, like 3 inches. Then I follow the curve perpendicularly. Then when I got to my 4.5 inches mark at this particular place, then I came down by 0.75, and I hit the top, the end part of the folds that we did. So guys, if you measure, you are going to find out that we have the exact 14 inches. I want to have some pleats at the top of the armhole, that is the sleeve, so I'm just going to shift it a little bit, just like 2 inches excess pleats, which I'm just going to do tiny at the armhole. I have 15 inches, so I am good to go. So for my round armhole is 12, so because of it's a bulky sleeve, so I'm going to indicate that as 7. We had 6, so I'm going to be adding 1 as 7. Then for my wrist is 8, so I initially made it 6 inches. So because of it's a bulky sleeve, I'm making it 6. So this would be like the normal way our sleeve is supposed to be, but because of it's a bulky sleeve, I'm actually not good. I'm just going to be extending my hand a little bit. Then I'm going to use my trouser. This is my trouser pattern ruler, so I'm just going to be using this ruler to it's not a fitted sleeve, so that is why. So the remaining excesses will be like the pleats, that, so that at the end of the day it fits our wrists. Okay, so this is how it is. Thank you guys. Please, if you are still watching at this time, please subscribe to the channel and like and comment your thoughts. I actually appreciate you guys. I'm almost at 1,000 subscribers. I can't believe it. Thank you guys. So this is actually how our sleeve is going to look like. There's another way I cut my sleeve when I'm sewing a fitted dress. I'm going to let you guys know when I am ready for that kind of video, or if you want that video, just indicate in the comment section and I'm going to let you know. So guys, hope you guys understand. So now I am going to go ahead to cut. So guys, when you're cutting, because of the 3 inches, we're not going to be cutting like that from that place. We're going to be starting our cutting from here, then we move down, following the curve that we had. So guys, here is our sleeve. So I'm going to be using this one to cut the second sleeve, 15 inches. Okay, so guys, we have a total round armhole of 23.5. So on this sleeve I have 15 inches, so if I'm to open it up, that is 30 inches. Okay, so but divided by 2 is 15 inches that I have here. Okay, so if I am to minus my total, if I divide my round armhole 23.5 divided by 2, that is 11.75, so that means I have 3.5 unfold for the SS pleats I want to do. So if I open that up, so I should be having around 7 inches for my SS pleats. Okay, so that 7 inches is what I'm going to use to make it bulky. I'm going to be pleating that as I am sewing my sleeve to my top. Okay, so guys, to cut the shawl tie for the neck line, so I actually want the shawl to be around 5 inches or 4.5 inches. So that is the width of it. So this can be as long, the shawl can be as long as you want. Okay, so it just depends on you. I even wished that I have enough fabric. I would have made it longer than it came out to be. So this can be very long, so you can tie and style it like a bow tie or whatever, however you want to make it look. So mine is around, so after folding it, mine is around 4.5 inches. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead right now to iron it down. I am going to cut it out. So guys, mind you, at this particular edge, I'm still going to be doing the slant line just like we normally do belts. I'm still going to be doing that, but I'm not going to be cutting it away. I'm going to do that when I am sewing. So I'm still going to be having the slant at the edge of the shawl. For the wrists, this is the remaining fabric I have. So I actually need, I'm going to be cutting the both hands together, so I need around 16 inches for the exact wrist. Then I need like an extra 1.5 inch on each of the wrists for my button, for my button here. So I am going to be needing, so guys, this is what I am saying for my wrists. It's a freehand wrist, so yeah, so I need like 9 inches to go around, then I can button. So I need 18 inches for the both sleeves. Okay, then for the length of the sleeves, I need it to be around 4 inch to 3.75. so I'm just going to go ahead to fold and see what I have. So we need margin in which we're going to be joining the wrist collar to the sleeve of the dress. So I'm going to be coming down a little bit. So okay, so I'm just going to go ahead right now to iron. I'm not going to be using, this material is very light and very silky, so I'm not going to be using any SD. To sew both sides to get my wrist, so I have one wrist ready. So this is for the collar wrist. So here we have for the both wrist collar. So guys, right now it's time for us to fix our sleeve. I have gone ahead to notch the middle of the sleeve. Okay, so after notching the middle, that I am still confirming the total length of my sleeve. So after that, I am going to be opening it up so that I indicate I have 7 points or almost 8 inches. I have 7 points, right, for the excess space I want to use for my pleats. Okay, so that is the point I am actually marking on the top of the sleeve, starting from the middle. So guys, I want the puff to be much at the top of my shoulders, so I am just going to be indicating that mark. Then the remaining extra, I'm going to be using it to sew. I'm going to be sewing a loose stitch around this area. Okay, then I am going to drag it. Okay, so then that is what I am going to be using That's how I'm going to be achieving the top of my arm, sleeve, okay, puff, okay. So right now I am just reconfirming the excess space I have on the wrist. Okay, so I am supposed to sew a loose stitch and drag it here, but I didn't actually do that because I figured out another way of getting my pleats, okay, at the wrist area. So but I was just indicating that
for the
here
shawl
as
around
well.
our armhole, around our neckline, sorry, I'm just all over the place today. I'm going to be measuring the round neck that I have. This will help me indicate how much space I'm going to be leaving when I am seaming down my long shawl. Okay, so I have 9.5. We try as much as possible to get the exact neck, okay, because that's the exact space we're going to be leaving. So we have 9.5 for the front, okay. Then for the back, I have 10.5, okay. So 10.5 plus 9.5, so that's around 20 inches. So I'm going to be leaving 20 inches for the space, okay, that I'm going to be leaving. So what I mean by the space, like this is the shawl. So when I get to the sewing machine to sew both sides together, I'm going to divide this into two, okay. I'm going to be dividing this into two. Then what I mean, since we are leaving 20 inches for the round neck, so I'm just going to be indicating 10 here. I'm going to be leaving this side open, I'm not going to sew it. So 10 here, okay. Same thing here, 10 here, okay. So when I sew the both edges, I'm not going to be sewing this these two parts, because that is what we're going to be using to join the neckline to the shawl together, okay. So guys, I have gone ahead to do what I wanted to do. So this is not 3 inches, this is actually 6 inches. I just dragged it, so I have my little pleats. I'm still going to pleat the excesses that I have, because this is still more than 23.5, so I'm still going to pleat it a little bit as I am sewing. So that is that for the armhole part of the sleeve. Now for the down part, I'm actually changing my mind. I'm not going to do that drag anymore, so I'm just going to be doing little pleats as I'm sewing until I get my 8 inches for the down part of the sleeve. Then for the shawl on the neckline, so this is what I mean by sewing the part. So I've actually sewn this part and I've actually sewn this part, okay. So I actually have my remaining 20 inches open that I'm going to be using to go around the neckline. Now for this particular neck, for the front, so because of I'm not going to be sewing I'm not going to be sewing it like together like so. I'm going to be leaving like a little bit of space, let's say like 1 inch like this. I'm going to sew it and close it again, so it becomes like this. Then I am going to sew the edges. So I'm going to be leaving this 1 inch open. So that is what I'm going to be doing. So right now I am going to go ahead to sew the sleeves to the armhole. Then I'm going to pleat the excesses. So I'm going to show you guys how it came out to be when I am done. So guys, this is the back of the dress. So this is it. I've fixed in the sleeve. So this is how the sleeve is. So this is how the sleeve is. So this is the front of the dress, of the top, so I've gone ahead to add the shawl. So why I left a small space here, this is about 2 inches, but I'm still going to seam it here because I loosened it before. So this is how it is. So this is how the shawl, your shawl can be longer than this if you wish. So this is how I seamed it. I just enclosed it. So this is how it is at the back. So right now for our opening at the back of the sleeve, I'm just going to take 4 inches from the back. So this is the back of the sleeves. So I'm just going to go behind by 4 inches, okay. I'll go behind by 4 inches, which is here. Then I'm just going to cut in. Now this opening can be, it just depends, but I like to use the standard. Standard is around 4.5 for us to put our cuff, okay. So I'm doing 4.5 inches for. I am doing 4.5 for the cuff, for the opening. Okay, I'm doing that on both sides. So I'm going to do that for this other side as well. So I already have my small strip I'm going to use to just sew it. I'm just going to sew it around and fold it. I'm going to cut this into two, then I'm going to join it together and close it, okay, before I add my cuff. So for the cuff opening, because my sleeves is a bit long like this, I like it the way it is, so I don't want it to be any longer. So I'm not going to be doing I'm not going to be using this whole 4 inches to the cuff, so that it's not too long. So I'm going to be sharing this into two. Okay, so this is 4 inches. So that means, so guys, I've already gone ahead to cut it into two. So this will be our cuff. So guys, so this will be our cuff. So I'm after folding it like this, so I'm just going to pleating it as I sew, then this is how it's going to look like at the end of the day. Okay, so this is how it's going to be. Then I'm going to...
So guys, after ironing down the cuffs, okay, you're going to fold it just slightly, a little bit. Each of them is around 2.5 inches, so I folded it 0.25 on both sides, just as you can see. Then after folding and ironing it down, then I went ahead to sew both sides again, indicating my 8.5 inches. Round wrist is 8 inches, then the 0.5 is going to be used for what we're going to attach our buttons. Okay, so this is just what I'm showing you. When you finish, you have to sew both sides like so. Then this is around 1 inch, okay, 1.5 thereabout, yeah. Then we're 1 inch wide, just as you can see. Okay, it's even 2 inches, sorry. So you're going to fold this twice. Okay, you're going to fold it twice. This is for the length opening at our cuff. All right, so this is how it's going to be. So you're going to sew, and this is the right side, this is the wrong side, sorry, this is the wrong side. So you're going to be sewing it like so. After sewing it, then you're going to turn it back to the front side. Oh my god, I hope you guys understand. I'm going to show you guys after I finish sewing. You're going to turn it back again to the right side and top stitch. You're going to first of all add it on the wrong side, then you turn the front and you top stitch. So that is what I mean. So this is the cuff. I have gone ahead to sew both sides together, leaving just a slight opening here at the edges. Okay, so I have sewn both sides together, just like, as you can see. This is a total of 8.5 in length. So I am just going to go ahead right now to just the same way you add your skirt band. That's the same way I am going to be adding this band to this.
So this is the opening for our cuff. Okay, so I went ahead to sew it first from the back, then I turn it over at the front, then I top stitch it round. So at this middle, I'm just going to be sewing it like so on top of the sewing machine. Okay, I'm just going to be top stitching it like this, yeah, so that by the time we'll fix our cuff round it, we can now do our button at this place. Okay, so that is that for the cuff. So we are done. So the next thing after that will be for me to hem the down part of my top. Gone ahead to put the cuff. So this is how it is at the back, so this is how it is at the front. So we still retained our 4 inches. We have 4.5, so we're going to be using the remaining 5 inches to fix in our button or loophole or loops, anyone. So this is it. So this is how beautiful it looks. So guys, we are done with the dress. So you can see the way I pleated it as I was sewing. So this is how it is. So you can see. So this is how it is. So I'm still here to hem the down part of the dress. So we are done with this. We are done. So this is the other part. So we are done.
So guys, we are done. If you watch this video to the end, if you take your time to watch this video, kisses from the side to you. Thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate you guys. Please subscribe to the channel. When you subscribe, and especially when you like, other people are going to see this video, guys. Please push me and encourage me by liking this video and subscribing to this channel. So I tried as much as possible to just like show you guys how this dress looks on me. So this is another checker skirts that I made for myself. I actually made this off camera. If you like to see how to make a flace skirt, please let me know. This is a fleece skirt with the checkers fabric. Okay, so this is the top. I'm just going to go ahead right now to show you how it looks without tucking in it, like when you don't tuck in it. I didn't actually add extra fabric again to the back, so if you notice, the back is slightly shorter, like 1.5 inch or so. So this is how it looks at the back. But most of the time I'm actually going to be wearing this with a skirt to tuck in, so I don't really mind. Even if I'm wearing the jeans, I don't really mind if the back is shorter and the front is a little bit longer. It's still fine by me. So this is how the dress come out to be. Okay, so you can either tie the tie or you can actually leave it open, whichever one you feel you want to make it look on you. So guys, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys on my next video. Bye bye.